Folks, hello and welcome back to the Evil Dungeon Master channel here on YouTube. Hopefully you're doing well. This is another Gen Con update for you out there. Hopefully, you're interested in these videos. I'm here in my room here on Omni talking about days 2 and 3 and 4 because I'm going to be leaving on Sunday morning. But so far I've walked around just about every end of the vendor hall, and it's a long walk. The vendor hall is huge, lots of people. I put up a bunch of pictures on X showing how many people were actually there and how many people were in the aisleways because there were so many people there. It's just amazing how you can even get around with so many people there. I did play in a couple more games. One of them was an AD&D game that was impromptu with a bunch of people that I met. It was pretty cool. We had to fight a black dragon that was in a cave that was terrorizing a village. So we had pretty high level characters. I think they were 6th level if I remember correctly, and I was just a basic fighter. So I was running around doing crazy stuff, going ha ha, being a dopey fighter, and people were loving it. And they played their characters really well. The GM had a great time as well. I also played in an alternity game. Remember Alternity by TSR. I actually got to keep the character sheet. It was Firefly. I got to play Malcolm Reynolds, so it was actually kind of fun to play that. He gave us really cool character sheets. He was a very good GM. I really enjoyed the game. Alternity is a game I haven't really played in a really long time, so I look forward to get the video back up. I look forward to playing that again. Crack out my books and maybe use his inspiration as something to do again. I don't know. I had a lot of fun with that. As far as purchasing things, I did purchase quite a few things. There was a lot of deals going on. I grabbed a lot of stuff from Chaosium for Call of Cthulhu, for Pulp Cthulhu. I grabbed a bunch of things. I'm trying to think offhand. From the consignment store, I grabbed one of the Gamma World box sets. But I think it was 4th edition Gamma World, which I know some people that I play with enjoy that. So I was glad to got that. I got a Scarlet Heroes book from the consignment store. The consignment store is pretty interesting because when Gen Con first started, it was really small, I guess, 10 years ago. And now and the auction was huge, and the auction was going on at the same time. They have the room split in half. Now the auction is really small and the consignment store is huge. And the stuff inside the consignment store, if you've never been there, is basically games that people are selling there, and there's 3 prices on them. There's the first day price, and then there's like the Friday price, and then there's the Saturday price because the consignment store closes on Saturday. And if the item is still there, you get the lowest price based on the day. So I picked up a couple stuff for under $15 total. Also, I played in a phase rip game with John, who is a viewer of this channel. He ran an excellent game of us being ourselves at Gen Con, and we also got magical. We also got superpowers, and we had to fight the Rage Mage as he was trying to steal the I forgot what it was called, but it was like a magical D20, and we all had our powers. My guy was like called Ducktron. His powers were duct tape, so I was using that to like rope bad guys, swing around like Spider-Man, make my own little duct tape bridge to get over things. Fun time. He ran a good game. Met some good people in his gaming group. Matt from Roll for Initiative was there as well. He got to play in the game. I met Mark from this channel as well. Mark, thank you for stopping by, saying hello. It was a great time all around. I will be attending Gen Con again. I think it's going to be maybe not a yearly trip, but at least every other year. Uh, this year reinforced that it is probably the best convention that I've gone to ever. When I went back in 2012, I was impressed by it, and then I went to a bunch of little local cons. And while the local cons are nice and a family feel and everything, Gen Con is where it's at. All the vendors and just the amount of people that you play games with is just amazing. And to see people who are groups of people that come together as far as your group, your gaming group coming together, and just to see the people playing in the games together alongside of you and you clicking with those people made me really happy to see that. And I kind of wish that some of my group was here. I mean, I understand they couldn't go, but I just wish they were here. It would have been a lot of fun to have them mesh with the other groups that had people that were here, and a lot of fun. But yeah, Gen Con is probably the best convention that I've ever went to this year. Uh, Far better than those local little ones that I've gone to. Well, anyway, I got a bunch of stuff to take care of today before we leave and pack up all the stuff. When I get back home, I'm going to try to do a video on the Gen Con loot haul and possibly do a little talk about that. I got some Shadowrun stuff from DC. I went to the DC deck builder. Was it Cryptozoic? I think they're called. Got some stuff for that because I've been enjoying the deck building game. I sat in a little demo of that. And yeah, well, that's been around for, I don't know, probably 15 years. I never actually sat down and played it. And I know Jeff and I have played it on Tabletop Simulator a little bit. And that's not the same as actually holding the cards and actually playing the game versus someone. So, oh, and I also went to the Final Girl booth that they had. There was a whole room there. My God, that was great, that room. I've been trying to get into it's a solo game, a Final Girl. You're the final, basically the final girl in a horror movie. It's a pretty interesting game. I got the Gen Con special of that because I'm interested in seeing how that works. It's a fun little solo game to pass the time. It takes about, I don't know, a half hour to an hour or maybe longer depending on. But overall, I had a great time. Uh, got some good pictures. Met some good people, and I'm sorry it's over. You know how when you get to the end of a really fun convention and you're just like, oh, that's how it is. Everything's over. Time to pack up. You could see the people when I was outside before grabbing some coffee. The sadness on some people's faces as they know the Gen Con experience is coming to an end. But it was also interesting to see that when I got up this morning and it was 7:30, that there were already people gaming in the lobby here at the Omni. I thought that was hysterical. But hey, you know what? You're gonna give every last minute of that gaming experience in, especially if this is the only time you game. And there are a bunch of people that says the only time they really game is when they come to conventions. I mean, I feel bad that they don't game more often, but hey, what are you gonna do? But with that said, I'm gonna head out. Hopefully, you've enjoyed these Gen Con update videos and just talking, listening to my experience here. And hopefully, if you've been considering it or you go and you want to meet up next time, let me know. More than happy to sit in the game and play with anybody from the channel. I had a good time with all the people that I met, and I met a lot of people from this channel. I was surprised of how many people that follow this channel actually took the time to stop by and say hello and shake my hand or give me kind words of encouragement on the videos. I just it was very nice and humbling. And as this channel grows more and more, despite the the objections of a little gnome out there, I hope it goes well. So keep it original, keep it old school. Good night. God bless everybody, and I'll see you when I get back.